UltraAlgo here, and today is March 26, 2021, and we are reviewing some of the trades that we executed this week. This is the third of a series of 4 videos that we're posting, and here we are going to be reviewing the stock ticker BNTC on the 1-minute chart, stock ticker TKAT on the 5-minute chart, stock ticker BLFS on the 5-minute chart, stock ticker ORMP on the 5-minute chart, stock ticker MRKR on the 30-minute chart, and stock ticker SNMP on the 45-minute chart. Before we dive into the actual charts, we're going to look at some of the calls that we made. TKAT, we saw that it was a short squeeze, and then we made a recommendation to secure some locates to short the security. It subsequently went down 54% on our short call. BLFS on the short call, it dropped down 15%. TJJD dropped down 12.41%. ORMP, very easy short call, dropped down 24.3%. BNTC, it had a history of pulling back. We made the call and it dropped down 38%. And then finally, SNMP, we made a short squeeze call where it jumped up 20%. And then we recommended securing some locates to short, and it dropped down 56% from that call. Now we'll jump in directly into the charts. The first chart that we're going to call out is this BNTC on the 1-minute chart. And these ultra bull signals were very telling, specifically explaining everything that's on the chart. Let me see. Okay, so this is an example. You see the buy signal. The buy signal shows retail trades, and the short signals show the bearish retail trades, right? So this is not a buy and a sell. A buy signal means that it's got a bullish pattern. A short signal means it has a bearish pattern. And then you'll also notice these ultra bulls and ultra bear signals. The ultra bull means that the market makers are looking to push some support for the security, and the ultra bear signals indicate that they are pulling out very aggressively or potentially offloading shares. This is not based off of volume slowly. We are looking at 15 unique indicators to give us these patterns. The other things you'll notice on the chart is this blue line on the bottom. That's the absolute support line. This white line, this is the most immediate resistance line, and the green line is the absolute resistance line. So every time it touches that white line, it's going to make a very aggressive pullback. Same thing is true with this green line. Potentially, you'd never really want to buy above this white line. That's a good opportunity to start locating shares to short. And that's also a good opportunity for you to potentially exit your position. So let's look through the charts. This is BNTC. Over the course of 24 hours, we had a couple of ultra bull runs. These were epic short squeezes that were happening, and it happened in increments of. Let's see, this one was at 4 o'clock. The next day at 4 in the morning, and then later at 7 in the morning. So pretty aggressive increments, especially when a lot of the retail traders weren't able to take advantage of it. As soon as 7 o'clock hit and the market opened for a lot of retail traders, it was a very aggressive sell-off. And then later in the afternoon, it made a run during the course of the day. At 4 o'clock, again, it started to pull back very aggressively again. And here you can see it's very clear indications of the ultra bull signals pushing up, and then the ultra bears when the market makers decided to close out their positions. The other trades that we're looking at was TKAT, and here you can see the ultra bull signal. So they were the market makers really wanted to make a run for this. They made a very aggressive position very early on January 13th, and it ran up all the way through to March 23rd. And then scrolling into the daily chart, this is when we actually made our recommendation to open up a short position because it was overextended, and we also saw that this pattern was very clear. So as soon as we got the signal, we saw that it was overextended. It had ran up too far during the course of the week, and that's when we made the call to open up a short position and drop down very aggressively, around 45-50%. Next ticker is BLFS, and here you can see the market maker trades pushing this up and down. Quite an interesting run. Here you can actually see the ultra bull signals. We got a notice of their intentions very early on, and it subsequently jumped up from a price of around $38 all the way through to $48. Then there was a pullback when we got our short signal at a low of $41.88, and now it's trading at $35.16. Next ticker is ORMP. And again, when we look at these patterns, we like to think that history repeats, and we find that that is true in 85% of instances. So we time our trades based off of past patterns. So here was the buy and the short signal. We mimicked that and adjusted our patterns, so then we'd be able to get notification on the next run. And here it was. And over the course of the next few days, it's just been driving down very, very aggressively. Next ticker is MRKR. And here you can see how quickly these movements really run. This is really a very aggressive chart to follow. The companies in the pharmaceutical space usually are a lot harder to trade on, so we don't really recommend trading those if you're not a very experienced trader and if you're not trading with bracket orders, because it could pivot from one direction to another very, very quickly. So you need to make sure that your broker can address those movements as quickly as you can. But if you are trading on maybe on a 1-minute chart or 2-minute chart, this is a great opportunity for a lot of swing trades and it's very high returns as well. Next ticker we're going to look at is SNMP. This one, as you can see, it hit that white immediate resistance line that we referenced earlier. At that point, that's really when you want to secure any locates, and we saw that in the it had a very aggressive history of pulling back. So what we did is we timed our position out for that white line specifically, where we had the ultra bull, so the market makers were pushing it up. It passed the white resistance line. It broke through the resistance line, jumped up all the way to $3. And at that point, a lot of the retail traders that would have wanted to find shares to short would not have been able to find at that point. That's why we always like to reference these resistance lines. So that was a very easy short. Ended up dropping very aggressively down to $1, all the way from a high of $3.13. Thank you for watching the technical video. If you're interested in improving your overall trading strategy, we recommend you start a 7-day free trial with UltraAlgo. This tool is designed to help traders easily identify buy and short opportunities across securities listed on the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, OTC, as well as global markets. It's also available for Forex and cryptocurrency. Start your 7-day free trial at ultraalgo.com.